Greetings, everyone. How you all doing? I gotta wear these glasses because of the bright light here. So I just I've had so many operations and my eyesight's still crappy. I look around and it's like I got reading glasses on. Everything's so fuzzy anyways, I think I'm their favorite cash cow. I'm the goose that laid the golden egg. I want to talk about. I want to talk about 2012. Remember that? That's when Jesus was going to come on his donkey. He's up there. Look. You know. Hope I'm coming through with this mic. It's just a crappy mic. Uh, it's expensive. You got to get a chair, and this chair is just crap. You got to get a mic and camera, and it all adds up. You're whining. That's all you do is you whine and you whine. So that's Billy. He's in a bad mood today. Um, he got burned in an investment deal. He's pretty choked. And he's upset too because I spilt a box of toothpicks and he thinks that's his ancestors. So, anyways, 2012, everybody was looking at this is it. And it was all a psyops, mind controlled psyops that nobody really caught on to. I mean, of course, the Mayans, they created a calendar that ended in 2012. Well, it's going to end sometimes, not an eternal calendar that goes on into infinity. It has to end at a certain day. Oh, and they made up all this propaganda what it was going to happen. Why did it end in 2012? Because and the planets, they've fallen for that, and I've been there, seen it, done it. Now I don't even care to hear about planets lining up. Whee! Like, come on, give me a break. I don't fall for this planet lineup crap anymore. So I hope you hear me. I'm really screaming here. So the mic is about this far away, so it's too far. You're supposed to be right up. Your lips are to be right against the screen there. Otherwise, it's not very loud. So, 2012, everybody was going to be happy, happy, happy because they were going to ascend. Not only that, but the world was going to be destroyed. It was the time of the great escape for those who were in tune spiritually, who were all taken for a big ride, eh? But normally it was going to end. The general situation was that the world was going to come to an end. And they even reinforced that with a movie, a 2012 movie. And him and his family are going out and then everything's breaking up, everything's going crazy, and planes are crashing, and the end is there, and the cities are being tidal waved, and blah, 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 blah. It was very, very negative. But the spiritual people they got into this. I think they were propagandized too. That Jesus is coming, and this is the new age. That's age of Aquarius, and that's all you'd see on the TV or all these shows about how good it's going to be. So there was a spiritual agenda filled with propaganda, and there was a secular agenda filled with military psyops. So, yeah, and I was watching YouTubes with indigenous people. They talk to Mayan, what are they, priests or monks or whatever you call them. They're saying that nothing's going to happen. Why are white people getting so excited about it? Is what they were saying. They're like, there's nothing going to happen. I saw this holy Indian chief, and he's going, "Well, nothing's going to be. It's going to be another day." I don't know but these endless books and propaganda machines started. like a train getting faster and faster. It was just unbelievable. And I knew from the little video clips that I saw with the indigenous people, nothing was going to happen. And everybody was getting ready, and we're all going to die or we're all going to fly. It depends on what side of the fence. Both sides of the fence was covered. And so I'm thinking, this is just a repeat of Y2K. Remember Y2K? The computers were all going to go funny as they weren't capable of turning from 1999 to 2000. Missiles were going to go off by accident because of the change. And Alex Jones was on the radio and he's saying, oh yeah, missiles are being launched from Russia as I speak. It's been confirmed. Nuclear plants are shutting down. He led the charge on the propaganda. um, everything was going to go haywire, and the electrical grid was going to shut down, and all the sewage was going to back up because it was going to go offline because everything's run by computers, and there'd be thousands of car accidents because the lights had changed, and it was all a big psyops. It's all big and left behind. That's another psyops in the making too. Oh, I was walking down the street and my girlfriend vanished. I could hear her. I love you, Jesus. Like they do, in the movies and the books and the big, it's all about the end of the world, but they're going to get away. They're going to get away. Everybody's going to be fried in the frying pan, but we're going to jump out. We're going to be taken out of the frying pan, like unbelievable. And, in all of them, Jesus was coming. 2012, Y2K. Jesus was coming on his donkey. There he is. Unbelievable how gullible people are. I mean, I just don't get it. And the world is taken over by Satanists, and people will do anything they're told. You get the Jim Jones vaccination now. Okay. Gov knows best. Hit me, baby, one more time. Get a life. These people are nuts. They've taken so many blue pills that they can't even function anymore. And they'll argue with you. You'll say, oh, I've heard that the booster shot really affects the heart. Oh, that's all lies. Anderson Cooper says you're a liar. And it goes on and on and on. But I feel that 2012 was the beginning of the downhill slide into hell. Nothing's been the same since, and it's just been, we went down the trap door into the sewage below. Unbelievable. I think 2012 was, I'm bringing this up because I want people to give me some feedback. What do you think, 2012? Today, everybody I know outside my front door here is broken physically, mentally, and spiritually. They're broken, and people are questioning God like never before because the tyranny and the suffering is going through the roof, and it's only getting started. It's only getting started. And then what should I say? I gotta watch it because this is YouTube. The publicans, if you know what I'm talking about, that party, they're doing nothing. They're doing nothing. Nothing's being done. Oh, well, the Dems have been bad again. What can you do? What can you do? And then you've got old Joe there. He could sign an executive order tomorrow to gather all privately owned gold. They did that in 1933. So if you're saving up and you're going to get through it because you got gold, you got another thing coming, man. because in 1933, Roosevelt outlawed it. And everybody that was saving gold for their retirement, they had to give it up because it was now illegal to privately own gold. You think that ain't going to happen again? But all these people, it's strange now. Get gold, you know? Like I'm really hungry. Gold tastes good. You know, what do you do? You know, I'm practical. I am a realist. You go out, some guy just got laid off from the bread business, right? And you go up to him and say, "Look, I got a little gold here. You give me some loaves of bread." Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll give you some bread. Then he goes home, gets on the phone with his friend. Yeah, that Mr. Ferguson down the road, he's got gold. He paid for the bread with gold. Yeah, gold? Let's go get him. You got your gun handy? You know, like it's all propaganda. It's all propaganda. Oh, you're gonna save gold. You're gonna save food. Oh, hey Joe, you're pretty plump, aren't you? And they're all skeletons, and their pants are coming down, and they're they're just they don't fit in their shirts. They've lost so much weight, and they're sickly looking. Their bones are sticking out, but there's there there there's Frank, and Frank's healthy, and Frank's got food, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got food. Let's break into his house. Get your gun. We're gonna take it all. You know. What's really creepy during the World War II is that kids would be playing, right? Dee, 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 and they'd see a big fat man coming. They'd run. Cannibal! Cannibal! You know, oh, you're going to grow food. Well, there's going to be people coming with guns to take your food. They're going to be hungry. Oh, old man Ferguson there. He's got a garden. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll get some wire cutters because he's protecting it. Yeah, yeah. We'll both go. You hold him down with the gun, and we'll take over cleaning out the garden. You know, people are just, and they believe everything. That all the propaganda, survivalist propaganda, and who wants to survive in a world that's like right now? It's unbelievable how evil this world is. The Satanists are now in full control, and there's not much you can do about it. And the publicans in office, they're just going to go, "Oh, is that what the Dems did? Oh, that's too bad. When's the next election?" They're just going to turn the other way. I mean, they're all in the same bed together. And so what's happening is this evil is now in full control. They can do whatever they want, and nothing's going to be done about it. Nothing's going to be. There'll be a lot of whining from Rand Paul and from Alex Jones, and a lot of complaining from Mike Adams, and Steve Quayle's going to just spell it out, but nothing's going to be done. Nothing's going to be done. It's just whine and complain. Lots of bark, but no bite. This is why I'm done with Alex Jones. It's just same, and it's all one big advertising show. It's just there's nothing on there anymore. But I will say that he is the best source of journalistic news. And what's his name? The guy on Fox, what's his name? He's really, really good. He spells it out in black and white. Oh, what's his name? I can't remember now. Anyways, don't get old, folks. It's not worth it. Just refuse to get old. I can't remember his name. Tucker. Yeah, I can't remember the first name. Tucker, he's really good. He spells it out. But it's doom and gloom because there's not. They don't say, well, the old man Joe's up to this, but what we can do they don't give that part of the advice. What we can do is we can do this and this and this and counteract this and that and Alex Jones is one big commercial now. There's a commercial every 5 minutes practically that goes on and on and on and on. And then he gets back, he's on for 5 minutes, another commercial. You buy his products and all that. Oh, that's pretty bad. So I believe that 2012, get back to me. Do you feel the same thing? 2012 was the beginning of the slide downward? Everybody's broken. Everybody I know is broken. You know, there's a guy I know that lives near here. He's all happy-go-lucky and he's really into people. And hey, how you doing? And all that. And he's really he's not the same anymore. He swears now. I've never heard him swear ever. And he swears now. And so I'm thinking, wow, everybody's going over the deep end. And what the plans that they have that they're going to do, well, right now, everything they've done with the destruction of all morality and destruction of all the rights, all your rights have been taken away and everything. That's just, they're getting warmed up. And now they know they're in power. Now they know they can hijack a presidential election and get away with it. Oh, we don't talk about that. The media doesn't talk about that. They get away with it. So that proves they can get away with anything. And it's all talk. Senator Rand Paul says it's disgusting at the way the voting system and blah 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 quack quack quack. It's just like give me a break, give me a break. I should write a song called "Give Me a Break." So everything's upside down now. Now that they're in full control and have full power, they're like shark with blood. They smell the blood in the water. They're getting really, whoa, they want to really kick the crap out of us now. They want to kick the crap out of us now. They want it so that they can just have full control, full power over us because it makes them feel like men. And they're not men. They're dark entities. Unbelievable. But does anybody read the Emerald Tablet? No. I'll tell you all about it. What this age was predicted thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago. And the Emerald Tablet, blows the lid off of it. And there's all kinds of prophecies saying exactly in detail what's happening today. And then I got to listen to those Bible prophecy, which is very generalized and very generalized, not much details. And, it's, but they're saying how accurate it is. Did you know all these prophecy guys, these Bible prophecy guys, they all fight with each other because they all have their own theories and none of them, it's not spelled out in black and white. Oh, the king of the north. Well, who's that? Is that Santa Claus? Unbelievable. But they've been doing, this has been the goal, and now there's blood in the water. Now they have the power. They're getting drunk on their power, and now they're going, but it might have a surprise ending. I don't know, because we're thinking right now. I'm just speaking in three-dimensional physical New World Order terms that we're coming to an end, but maybe we're not in spiritual terms. But I know there's going to be a lot of propaganda now, and there's going to be a lot of love propaganda. Which on my Patreon, I did a video on love. Going to be a lot, because that's what they did in the 60s. The government was getting slammed very hard by the public against the Vietnam War. And so what they did is they They flooded the market with marijuana. They leaked LSD, and they sponsored and produced groups that created this new folk rock. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, love one another. Like, so instead of protesting the Vietnam War, let's go out, let's give them hell. Come on, Frank, we're gonna do it tonight. Oh no, man, no peace, man. Timothy Leary says to tune out. Oh man. Remember the redhead down the street there? Yeah, she wants it so bad. The summer of love, They had us all psyops and mind control. And then the Beatles, love, love, love. Oh, it was all psyops and the love movement. And then you don't hear about it. People, maybe they don't remember something, but I lived through it. It was the Jesus movement, where they were just grabbing people into these get-togethers, and then, do you know Jesus? This man don't know Jesus. Yeah, just be quiet. Can I just smoke up? And hey, I'm looking at that girl over there. So they weaponized love, but today we really need it. Back then we didn't need it because I remember as a teenager, we were all bonded together in love. We all believed in each other. Maybe not for you, but for me, this is my observation. We all loved each other. We were very close, like brothers and sisters. And not today. They start screaming names at you and your conspiracies, all this. And don't use that term, because I'm a conspiracy theorist. Well, you're an idiot. You talking to people? You're talking to me? Then you say, I'm a conspiracy researcher. Gee, that mic gets in the way. I'm a conspiracy researcher. I deal with facts. Oh, I thought you were a theorist. Here, have another blue pill. On the house, yeah. What you say? Yeah. So, but nowadays we need love. We need to love one another. We need to understand one another. We need to walk in another's shoes instead of judging. You're going to go to hell. You're going to burn. You're going to burn your ass off forever and ever. Oh man, you're just going to for eternity. Wow, that's so nice to know. I can feel the love what you're telling me, brother. What church you go to? I want to go there. I want to feel more of that love, I don't feel really comfortable knowing some of my relatives were the sweetest, kindest, most dearest people who never harm a fly, who really help people and everything. They're all burning now in hellfire because they didn't accept the torture mutilation of Jesus Christ. Madness. It's everywhere. And like I said in the last video, I'm finding red herrings in everything. I'm finding cracks in about everything, and that includes religion. It's all a big con job. Reality is nothing but a con job. Reality is one con job. Reality is a con job. How many times are you going to rephrase it? All reality is a con job. That's the title. Wow. And Y2K proves it, and 2012 proves it, Left Behind proves it. These psyops productions really, really work. People get right behind it because they're all suffering from Stockholm syndrome. And they're all gaslit. The gov gaslights us continually. Propaganda. They have the highest level of trained psychologists in the world working for them. What does that tell you? Oh no, they're not involved. Anderson Cooper says they're not involved. Anderson Cooper's CIA. Mockingbird CIA. Look at Mockingbird. No, I gotta sit here. No. Use your strengthen your fingers. Do finger exercises where you can actually type in things now, and look up Project Mockingbird. That'll wake you up. All the propaganda and everything, and World War II was nothing but propaganda. It was all lies. But you can't talk about it. You don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. Or you'll become an instant Frankenstein. They'll come for you with their torches and their horses and their swords. And I felt so bad for Frankenstein. I felt really bad. But you have to tolerate other people, and you have to get into their shoes and understand why they are the way they are, instead of condemning them. And you don't have to agree with them. You don't have to go along with them. You don't have to give them a get out of jail free card, but you can understand them. You can have a little love and a little sympathy for understanding them. Like Max, what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. Well, I thought she was a monster, but then I watched a documentary of her childhood, and it was just like, holy crap! No wonder she was the way she was. Holy, with a father like that. Her father humiliated her and just tortured her, and it was just awful. No wonder she grew up with those really debauched feelings towards others. I kind of felt sorry for her. And then she said in an interview that she learned she was on the wrong track when, what's his name again? Epstein got arrested. She felt she should have broken away at that point. But you got to walk in other people's shoes. I can understand her. Do I want her to be freed from prison? No, but I can have some sympathy for her. I even have sympathy for Ted Bundy because he was cruelly abused by his grandfather, and that soured all his emotions, and he turned into a killer. You'll find this with all the serial killers. Charles Manson. Charles Manson was framed. I mean, he was framed, but it doesn't mean he was a nice guy, because there was a black guy who stumbled in on the ranch and he shot him, cut him in half, put him in a barrel. But he was that way. He was a protector. And he got that from his growing up, because he needed to protect himself. He didn't look for trouble, but when trouble came, he'd take care of it with a barrel. But I can understand, because his mother was a lunatic. His mother was absolutely... So people, when they suffer, they explode or they implode. Marilyn Monroe imploded. She imploded. Her mother tried to kill her in the bathtub and hold her down and say, "We never wanted you. We never wanted you. Why were you born?" That's got to really affect people negatively, and they grow up like just twisted idolatry and everything because of and just one last thing quickly, because I'm going to wrap this up, is remember Bonnie and Clyde? Well, Clyde was in reform school, and he was beaten and raped every night in reform school. So he gets out and he's going to go, "Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Love you. Love Jesus." No, you think he's going to do that? I don't think so. And he was robbing the banks, and they were heroes because everybody was red-pilled about what the banks do in our society. And when he robbed banks, they became heroes, but you got to understand these people. You got to understand these people. So Ted Bundy, should he have been let go and more therapy and medication and freed? No, because for every action, there's an opposite reaction. For every action, there are consequences. But you got to just have a little sympathy, Mick Jagger had sympathy for the devil. I mean, we can't be all, it's wicked, it's evil, you're going to burn your ass forever and ever because God's going to light you on fire. We don't want to be these negative, because love is an energy that will help you grow, that will get you up in vibration closer to the true God, the real God. So I guess I'm going to end there. Thank you very much, and I like to keep about 30 minutes. That's too long, I know, but let me know what you think. 2012. Do you feel everything's been on a downward slide since then? I think so. Thank you very much.